these people are bad negotiators. They don't know how to lobby. They don't have negotiation skills. They do not. Now, Independence Day celebration. Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, no, I think John Mahama himself, His Excellency, came out to say, this Independence Day that was celebrated yesterday, you know, Sika almost spending for the Independence Day celebration, 1.5 million Ghana cedis. And he was like, under Akufo Addo, no, that they were spending 10 times. Akufo Addo spent 15 million Ghana cedis to celebrate or to organize Independence Day celebration. And so John Mahama is expecting you and I say, boy and some mano, because he has spent 1.5 million Ghana cedis. Whether he has even spent that 1.5 million Ghana cedis now, and I say it is even more, it is question for the gods. You and I cannot tell. Or no be can ask him. 1.5 evidence be umbre say 1.5 million Ghana cedis now use and as no spending in expenditure. But Akufo Addo time there, we have seen the budget on several locations. At him say 50 million. And him say way goes into this. This goes to Mami says cooking figures on one. Where goes into this? Now we a citizen of Ghana. No, you must be careful about the kind of things you believe in. And I say politicians because assembly chair as a citizen now. As I say also tinasi. Now we dream say now John Mahama say we're spending 1.5 million. Now Independence Day no, you organize it one himfa. Now you organize it what baby say no. What was the profit? What was the benefit to the people, to the citizens? Me a citizen no. Profit ben a menya frame. Faso ben a menya frame. So you must answer those questions first before you go ahead to start saying so. Oh, Mahama idea, and I say oh, Akufo Addo na idea. And that is the perspective I want to bring to you. Now remember that before Akufo Addo came to power, Independence Day celebration, maybe you're welcome, was always celebrated in Accra. Before Akufo Addo came to power, now Independence Day celebration, it was always celebrated in Accra. And it came with huge budgets. Huge, very, very huge budgets. Accra celebrations, no. Now, yes, celebrating Accra, now. The rest of the nation is left to just watch. What Bolga? You just watch. Say, BB say, course, Accra, and no. Wow, Tiho, you just watch. Say, BB course, Accra, and no. Now, when Akufo Addo, His Excellency, came to power, he said that look, the independence of Ghana belongs to the people. The people must feel the wind of independence. So we will not remain in Accra. We will go across all the regions so that the people can have a taste of their independence. Now, this a choice that Akufo Addo made, no, it was not just because he wanted police people, military people to go and patrol in the various regions for Ghanaians to see, say, oh, yes, you were ammo canibi, oh, yes, you were helicopter, yes, you were K9 unit. And yes, no, there are economic benefits to sending the independence celebration across the whole nation. Let me give you an example. And this one, I was part of it, so I will be able to tell you whatever transpired when the Independence Day celebration was held in Ho. So let me use Ho's example for you. Now, when His Excellency Akufo Addo decided, say, Independence Day celebration, I think that was Ghana 65, no, I think 66 or so, 66, that it was going to be celebrated in Ho. Do you know the kind of things that happened? Within 2 months, there were roads, that were begging to be fixed because the president declared that Independence Day celebration, those roads were fixed within 2 months. Those roads were fixed side by side, gata side by side, and the main road was fixed from scratch. And this road I'm talking about, I'm living in an area after that section. When it rains, small rain, you won't get car, you won't get tricycle to go there. Because they know, say, they might get stuck in the mud. But because of that single Independence Day celebration, that road was fixed. Till today, Akufo Addo has come. He is gone, but the road is still there for you, for me and other people in Ho to use. And that was one benefit from the Independence Day celebration. Another benefit Ho got from the Independence celebration is that we were able to let the whole nation, including the diplomatic corps, know, say, we have so and so tourist attractions right here in Ho and Volta region. We were given the chance, because the Independence Day celebration is not just one event. Okay, there are a lot of things that happen even before and after. So the tourism drive in Volta region skyrocketed as a reason of Akufo Addo bringing the Independence Day celebration to Ho. Now the third thing is that photographers, live streamers were awarded contracts. Okay, indigenous people of Ho, who are photographers, who do live streaming and co. They were awarded the contract when they came to meet. Okay, before the Independence Day meet is live streaming biano. It was the indigenous people, business people in the town who were receiving the payment, who were receiving the money. So the national cake, Akufo Addo made sure, say, by the single act, say, let's go out to go and celebrate it in Ho. Ho people also were paid by government for job done. National cake being shared. Right? Now, moving from that also, the facilities that were used, the Youth Resource Center, because of the president's decision, say, you better use the Youth Resource Center, it was the completion was accelerated, and it was completed on time and in time and ready for the Independence Day celebration. All these were benefits that just Ho alone got from President Akufo Addo saying that let's go to Ho and go and organize the Independence Day celebration in Ho. Now finally, the feeding, food for the security services that did the march pass, and then the students and the diplomatic corps and all guests and all those things was provided for by people in Ho. So business people profited from Independence Day celebration. So one day if they ask you, say, as a Ghanaian, what have you benefited from Independence Day celebration in Volta region? Who are Volta region? What does it profit you? You'll be able to remember, say, Ebia now business, it was suffering. But by Akufo Addo coming to Volta region for the Independence celebration, Ebia Sadano will sales in a cost ropa, and it has been able to revive your business. And to catch them, say, Akufo Addo spent 15 million Ghana cedis celebrating Independence Day across the various regions. Say, I feel we know the call Kufurodia the next year, or the call Ho the next year, the year after, or the call Takradi the year after, or the call Sunyani, and those things are. I would prefer that to you sitting in the Jubilee House and spending so-called 1.5 million, and that 1.5 million I'm benefiting me. It is only NDC folks that were giving those monies. Sa 1.5 million so called I say Ebiakra no a door so sense SNS no doesn't benefit the Ghanaian anything. Ya folk frame. Even in Dina, we've not gotten zero anything from it. Ultimately, I thought they be don't just take what politicians are telling you, say, oh, we are spending say. No, sit down and analyze for yourself. Say, a brand now organizing Independence Day celebration and what Tamale no. Didn't people in Tamale benefit from some things? Yes, they benefited. Look at the kind of things I alone listed for Ho. And when they came to Ho, not only Ho enjoyed, Ho when you now enjoy. Esan say the guests that we had no my hotels in Muma. We had over 5,000 guests for that Independence Day celebration in Ho alone. So some of the hotels in Pando, in Hohwe also benefited because there were guests that filled them. Ultimately, when the police people came and came to spend some, I think 3 days or so before the Independence Day, 3 days in Yenano, the food they were eating was provided for by caterers in Ho. So if Akufo Addo had spent 50 million now the people, indigenous people, have these benefits. They get money and put in their pockets. Say wait there. One love says that good evening voice. How are you? I'm doing fine. Bosheba, you are welcome. User says hello user. Say no nonsense says that good morning bro. Good evening from this side. Shakataka says I dream bolo the voice you spoiled there. Thank you so much, Shakataka. Mutimasi, and please Don't let any NDC guy come and tell you, say, we were wasting money on Independence Day celebration. Omu name what is economics. They don't know what it takes to make impact in the lives of people. Omu name. And they are very, very short-sighted. Now, why would you jubilate in Ubisa say? Now, I say Akufo Addo spending 15 million. Now, Mahama be spending 1.5 million. I no krempono. Bisa say, enti so my savings no we ni be hu de. Udi we no be hu scan de. Dashel says hello over hello Dashel. Yes, see Mahama ban o my savings no we ni be hu de. Will you see the money with your eyes? You see? Let me tell you something. When you go outside the country, this is what politicians do. Let's say Akufo Addo spent 15 million Ghana cedis to celebrate Independence Day, and you come to power and you feel like that 15 million it was a waste of money. No, only now when you come and you claim to use 2 million, the 13 million akano who cost school be no they cost school and I say hospital. Then you tell the people say, oh, my predecessor spent 2 million, me my 15 million, my best spending 2 million. It is car hono 15 million no. Me they see a dime way for as a memorial say this is what we could have done with that money. NDC government way be biasa. And you catch say a service scano e be fa e ko di create loot and share and don't jubilate. Now the final thing I wanted to bring to your attention, and this is because again I was part of the planning team, one of the subcommittees when it came to who. Most of the monies, listen carefully, most of the monies that was used under Akufo Addo's government for Independence Day celebration was given by the private sector. I tell you solemnly, private sector. Private sector under Akufo Addo. Private sector was donating, and to be kaya before Independence Day, you hear that MTN has given maybe 5 million towards the Independence Day celebration. Telesol has given say Bank Koyama say. So most of the money that was raised under Akufo Addo's government for Independence Day celebration, it was given by the private sector. It was not a direct burden on the taxpayer, even though the taxpayers were enjoying the benefit through the decentralization. Now, you must university, private sector sponsored Independence Day celebrations. Ask yourself, say, John Mahama Independence Day celebration or celebrity, private sector can be. And ask Kanu if you're buying. Oh, now private sector can why? These people are bad negotiators. They don't know how to lobby. They don't have negotiation skills. They do not. And that is why there is no day I wake up knowing very well John Mahama is president and I am happy. No. Because these are people who cannot lobby. They cannot lobby. They don't know how to bring private sector on board. So when Akufo Addo wants to do something, Akufo Addo, even the charisma of Akufo Addo sector, they will come. Oh, we want to pay for this one. We want to pay for this aspect of the Independence Day. For the lighting setup, we want to pay for it. For this one, we want to pay for it. For the fuel, for this, we want to pay for it. We want to be the ones to fill the tanks for the police vehicles that will come. The police helicopters, we want to pay for it. That was what was happening under Akufo Addo. That was what we witnessed in who, at least for the committees that I sat on. Private sector driven this. And when they are coming like that, those people who have invested or who have sponsored, they are given the chance to also put their products across for the indigenous people to have access to it. What you say? When they came to who, MTN and they were selling their SIM cards cheaper. They were selling other these things. There were other benefits that the people got. What you say? And on any day, Akufo Addo was doing way better, even when it came to the Independence Day celebration. Nyakumpomba says, "Good evening, voice. Good evening, Nyakumpomba." Said, no, they said they don't have the capacity to lobby. Yes, they don't. Now, I say, "Obi be lobby, Felix Kwachu Fusune be lobby and answer." And Sami Jefine call lobby. And one bium Nana ya Jantua ne call lobby. And I say grammar beautiful. On the call lobby. Na yedi sa e friend say sa week 19 kojo week no e lobby na. So that is about the Independence Day